Everything we do, every process we do is almost the same strategy of doing it. We are just plugging in different topics, much like a business is ran the same way with different products or services, right? It applies to everything, no matter what you're doing. Everything we do, we want to focus on just a few things. And the first thing here is, well, let's go with our, let's go with our steps. Okay, let's see if I could work this thing here. The first thing we do is learn. Maybe we'll come up with a cool acronym for this that we can do. But no matter what it is, you have to learn. You have to educate yourself on what it is. I don't care if that's sales, if that's the way you build a website, the way you market, the way you have your standard operating procedures, your SOPs, whatever you're doing, you have to learn about it. You have to learn how to do it, and know actually what it consists of beyond just a thought or an idea in your head, right? So we always start with learn and educate, right? If we're doing marketing, we have to first off learn how strategies work, what they mean, what our expectations are of them, and then we can move on to the next one, which I like to say is build it out, right? So if I'm doing marketing, I need to actually, okay, I've learned a little bit. I've watched all my YouTube videos. I've talked to the right people I need to talk to. I've studied it. Maybe that's going to be the acronym study up here. I don't know. Let's find out what we come up with. Build it out is the next step that we have to do, which is kind of what other people will call action, right? That's the first step of action. I think action has multiple steps, so it depends on what step you're in. But to me, building out something. So again, if I got marketing, I've learned on what a call to action is supposed to be like, and how I'm supposed to target certain audiences, and what I need to do to build that, or what I need to build it out. And then I actually have to build it out, right? I have to go and apply it. I have to go write up the scripts, write up the plan, write up the emails, build the website, build the landing pages, get the SEO, whatever that is. If I'm talking about sales, I've studied how to talk. I've studied different strategies. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is kind of that difference in that mindset from people that say, I have it in my head, to people that actually I'm applying to what I'm doing, right? So if I know and I've studied strategies for selling or communicating with people, and we gotta stop using the word selling, because it's communication, right? We're not selling anything. We're talking to people. We're communicating to people, and we're explaining the pros and the cons of whatever it is that your service or product might offer them. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to actually write out scripts and how I talk to them. I'm going to write out pros and cons. I'm going to make T-bars of it, of what it is on one side. Here's the pros and here's the cons, and basically build out a script or another SOP, like I mentioned earlier, of how you will present that. The next thing we look at here after we build it out is actually applying it. You can learn it, you can build it, but if you don't use it, you're not going to get very far, right? So I learn how to talk to people. I learn how to communicate. I learn about my products. I then write out my scripts. I build them out. I start taking action. I create a system that's going to work for me. And then after that, we're going to test it. This is my favorite part, because if I've done this and I've done this and I've done this, I've learned it, I've built it, I've actually applied it and start using it. Now I get to test it. Who is it working for? What is my target? Do younger individuals, the way that I've actually built this out and the way that I'm applying it, does it appeal more to younger people, older people, self-employed people, wage earners, investors, first-time buyers, right? If I'm again sales in the way of mortgage and what we talk about, right? So I want to test it, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to test different things. I'm going to try and get KPIs, metrics of what my results are. With testing, you take the emotion out of it, right? I'm not looking at what I think. I'm looking at actual numbers, and I want to know what is working, the actual facts, right? So at this point, don't get yourself caught up into what you think is working. This would be people that say like, oh, I did Facebook ads and I had 1,000 people engaged, but what converted? They're excited about getting a bunch of leads, but it doesn't actually convert. It's not actual profitable. And if you're doing something, it's because you're trying to create profit, not trying to take advantage of somebody, trying to create profit. So test it, test it, test it. This is so much fun for me. This is fun. I get happy and excited about this part because I want to test, 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 test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this again. And I'm going to test it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go back again. I'm going to do this. I'm going to test it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go back and do it and test it. If it does work, ding, 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 we got a winner. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to scale what I am doing. And that means this has worked. I saw good results. I see good metrics. 10 times it, double down on it, and just go bigger. Or I'm going to try a new strategy. So a new strategy, new channel. Let's also call it a strategy, right? We'll see what actually works best in the long run here. I'll call this the LAATER plan. Learn, build, take action. The biggest one right there, take action. Huge. This is my favorite. This is the most important. Why is it the most important? Because 85% of the people don't get there in my estimates. And I agree with what you hear on the internet. Take action. Take action. Take action. Apply it. Use it. Test it. Scale it. Escalate that. And repeat it again. And at any point along the way, if you don't pass that, then it doesn't matter. Nothing here will matter. If I don't learn, I can't build anything. I can't build anything off of just guessing. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Thank you.